What we want to do here is we're actually getting a little treat because Bryan and Rachel got baptized on Easter. How many of you guys were here on Easter? Yeah. And we just opened it up and said, hey, if you guys want to be baptized, but the spontaneous baptism, you know? And so they responded, and we didn't get to hear the story. So I've been nagging Bryan to tell a little bit of the story, and he has graciously agreed to tell. So, Bryan, there's a mic right there. Isn't this beautiful? I love this. This is awesome. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Bryan Strange, and this is my wife, Rachel. We've been together since 2002. We're dating for a few years.
It's beautiful. That's always.
We weren't Christians. We weren't saved or anything. And I grew up in a house that's pretty opposed to Christianity and church in general. And Rachel had very little, if any, church background. So that's kind of what we got into, and we started living together for a couple of years, and then I was, during that time, I was kind of sneaking out to go to church, actually. A friend of mine I was taking Kung Fu at the time, and I actually lost my job. He's like, I know a guy that can help you get a job and whatever, and he's like, the only requirement is that you go to church. I was like, oh, that's whatever, and I got a job the next day, so I was like, still wanted to check it out, and all the Christians that I knew in the past gave really bogus answers to anything I asked them, so that already was like, oh, whatever. I had preconceived notions about Christianity already. So I started meeting with them every Wednesday, and I'd come with like a page and a half. Ben, the guy that you met last week, about 2 pages or a page and a half of questions, and every answer that he would go for was, he just opened his Bible and he answered from there. So I was kind of floored right there. So I was meeting with him on Wednesday, and then going to church early, the first service, and then he had a class after that. So, and that was like a theology class. So I was just kind of shoved right in, and then I wound up getting saved. And then she was just my girlfriend. So we were still living together, and she kind of found out, and didn't know her too well. She thought we'd have to break up, and everything was going to be just real bad. And there was a lot of tension that started right away, and then we went to Seattle we were trying to find GameWorks. We were kind of like lost in Seattle, just going around, and she kind of panics and she gets lost anyway. And we started talking about the church thing, and she was saying, basically, I don't need to go. I'm a good person, doing that whole thing. And I told her verbatim, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're going to hell. So
that's a good husband right there.
So, after that, she kind of started going. She wasn't saved then, but, and then, by God's grace, she was after that. And then we actually moved in with her folks, and I was sleeping in their office on a blow-up bed, and she stayed in a bedroom, and then probably a year after that, we got married. So.
Awesome. And then on Easter, you guys got baptized?
Yeah, and then Easter, we got baptized.
And there's good news, right?
Yes. We had a baby coming in September.
So you kids ministry people, you get ready.